Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video. It might end up being a really long video, hopefully not. I'm trying to make it short and sweet. Hey guys, just a quick edit to the video. So before you see the next clip, before I started that part, I wanted to show you guys this part. And so what we have here is I have the input right here. You want to make sure the HDMI cord, your first one of three, is plugged into that, and then the other end you plug it in over here to the PS5 or the PS4. But for this video, I'm talking about the PS5. And so that's what you start out with this doing. So thank you.
So what you do is you take this USB-C cord that comes with this Elgato device. It powers the device, so you plug it in and put the other end in your computer. Find a USB 3.0 or 3.1 slot. I don't think it works in it. USB 2.0. And then you want to get your second HDMI cord, plug it into the output part of the HD6DS. It'll say out, and then plug. Personally, what I do, you can plug that other end into your monitor and it could work. I haven't tried it, but what I do and what works for me is, wow, this is really blurry for some reason. I plugged that other end into this device I got from Amazon. It's a converter. It's called the HDMI to HDMI plus audio HDMI converter. I used to use it for my PS4, but apparently this setup works for me now, so why change it? And so I got a optical cord from Amazon. It's for audio. You can look it up and buy it. Also, it comes with your Ashray 40 mix amp if you buy one. So I got an Ashray 40 mix amp, and this is why I need this device, because that's what's capturing all my audio. That's what's putting it to my headset, and that's what's showing the stream, my audio as well. Outputting it to my stream. And then see, this is the other end. It went from there to here, and then you're gonna want a third USB on this side, I believe. Yeah, so this end is actually another HDMI in, because you're inputting it from that, and then it outputs to here. This is output, and then this is, okay, excuse me, this is actually a USB-C device. I think it powers this device. I plugged it into my computer or whatever. And then this other end is the optical cord I'm talking about. And let me just show you that so it makes sense. This is what's getting the audio. So it's outputting the audio to this. It's outputting the screen signal to the HDMI cord. And then the HDMI then goes to my monitor. And then whenever I turn my PS5 on, that's how I get audio. But then for the optical cord, that outputs to my mix amp here. Optical cord other end on this side. And then this also has a USB, and that one plugs into the PS5. You don't want to plug it into your computer because it'll think you're running the computer. You'll be running the computer version. See, there's a mode for a PC and a PS4, in this case PS5. And then if it makes any sense to you guys, I mean, usually I would have to use these aux jacks to get the audio. There's an aux jack here as well. No longer, if you have an optical cord, thank God, this works perfectly fine. And this is the other end. You just put your headset, because this turned in the input, that turned into the output. So you're doing like 4 inputs and then like 4 outputs, and the 4th output goes to your monitor and it goes to your headset. And this headset, I mean, it works perfectly fine. When I turn on my PlayStation, I can change the knobs. This, if I turn it this way, it turns the volume max to 100, gets quieter. You can adjust it in game, sound horror. If it's too loud for certain games, turn it down. This goes to voice chat, this goes to game chat, so you can do the different mix. And there's also different settings as well.
If you get certain apps, and I'll go ahead and tell you the one you would need for if you have the Ashray 40 mix amp. And of course, this is just my setup. Maybe you don't have the mix amp, maybe you do. but I'm telling you, you know, it all works together pretty fine. So I'm gonna just Google, show you right here. I Googled mix amp Astro 840s, and you download it and it'll let you tweak the settings of your mix amp. But in order for it to actually work, what you want to do, I already turned off my phone, is the mix amp power cable, the one that your headset is plugged into, the mix amp. You put the power cable in the PC instead of your PS5 while you have the software running, so you can change your settings. You can look up sound settings that people use. I remember watching a guy's video. He's like, this is the perfect sound settings for Footsteps. Personally, if you want to copy his settings or change your own, make your own, change the highs and lows, you can do that when the power cable from the mix amp is plugged into the PC. And then that's how you would upload it with the software. Let me just go to the command center, try to remember exactly. No, I don't want to update it. See, it won't let me use the command center because it's plugged into the PS5 in PS4 mode. So you have to switch all this shit. I'm not really trying to do that right now, but basically what I was just saying, you switch to that, it'll let you change the settings. The settings will save, and then you can then plug it into your PS4 with the new settings. And there's little buttons on your mix amp to select different profiles that you have just set up. And so that's how that works. If you don't have that, it's fine. You can still use the if you don't have Astros and mix amps and all this stuff, I know it's expensive. It's like $200 for the mix amp, $200 for the headset. If you just have the Elgato HD 60S or something like that, I know they're expensive as well, but if you want to capture content on your PC from your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch to your PC, you're going to want to get one of these capture cards, Elgatos. And what I just showed you, it'll work. You just plug in everything like I was just saying, except you're going to have like two less devices than I just showed you. You'd only have the Elgato. You're just going to want to have, make sure you have two HDMI cords, and you'll probably have it. It probably comes with devices. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I'm hoping there's going to be a new Elgato device coming out for the PS5 so you can run at 120 hertz. Thus far, you cannot. You can only run PS5 at 1080p 60 frames per second, which makes it into a glorified PS4. And if I really want to get 120 hertz, I'd have to use my TV over here, the Vizio OLED TV. But that limits my my stream a lot, because I'd only be able to stream PS5 content instead of, you know, playing PC games sometimes, going on Discord and BSing with friends. I also have a friend that sold his PS4 recently because he went through some shit. So it doesn't make sense for me to make my setup based on my TV right now. So I did get it to work in my new house today. I moved yesterday, and as I just showed you, that's how I got it to work. You do not need the analog settings. I know a lot of you guys will have used that on PS4. It's a pain in the ass to set up everything to get everything to record. But this way, it'll still record your voice chat. I tested it this morning. If you say you're upgrading to a PS5 from your PS4 Slim, instead of using the analog audio in the software that you used to use, you want to go onto the Game Capture HD if you have the Elgato HD S Plus, and either go to other, or I think PS4 may work, but since I have a PS5, I just it makes more sense for me for whatever reason to go to other. And so you want to change it from your analog audio. See, it's not capturing no audio right now. As soon as I change it to HDMI, you can hear it in the video. And that's, you know, what's transmitting. That's how the sound gets transmitted to the stream. And make sure that it's all set up exactly how I showed you. Hopefully we have better hardware and, you know, software updates and, you know, shit like that coming out that'll actually make the stream, the compatibility of a PC and PS5 streaming together easier If you couldn't follow this, just ask me for help. Honestly, I can make a simpler video just plugging in, you know, an HD device. And by the way, if you do have this Elgato HD60S like I have, you can also download the 4K capture utility, and it will work as well. I'm not sure exactly how this works. I've never used it. I think this is settings. It may work the same way. So let me just check this out for a second. Go to device. And yeah, it's the same thing. So you would change this to HDMI audio if you're using this software, the 4K capture utility, and just apply it. Change the color if you want. And there you go. 1080p, 60 frames per second. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. Hopefully you could take something away from this, depending on, I know everyone's setups is differently. I know everyone's setup is different, but if you could take something away from this, I'd appreciate that, guys. Thanks for watching so much. The only reason why I made this video is because I made a similar video a few days ago that got over 100 views. I usually don't get too many views, so I just thought I'd, you know, give back to the community a little bit and just show you, like, maybe if you're trying to get started streaming, what you might need. I'll link below the hardware and software that I'm using in this video. If you guys would want to check that out, just look in the description and just set it up how I set it up. Sorry I couldn't show you everything, like there's cords in the way and I was recording with one hand. I can't really do everything I wanted to do, you know, so appreciate you guys. I'm going to be probably getting a GoPro soon. That way I can maybe record Amazon videos at work, and I can just record these videos using two hands so I can really show you everything you need to see on video. If you guys want to see that, definitely leave a like. It'll make me steer some of my content more toward that. Of course, I'll still have gaming content. Appreciate you guys. Once again, I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good night, y'all. I know it's, you know, Monday, Tuesday. Have a good week. Stay safe out there. People driving crazy. That's my outro. People driving crazy. Stay safe. Peace. All right, guys.